Iran's nuclear dilemma, the clock is ticking. Alright, so here's what's going on right now. Things are heating up on the world stage, and all eyes are on Iran. If you've been following the news, you know that the stakes have never been higher. Just last week, conflict erupted between Israel and Iran, setting off a chain reaction that's got the whole world holding its breath. Since June 13th, it's been a whirlwind of diplomacy, threats, and high-stakes negotiations. The U.S. White House says there's a substantial chance that talks with Iran could be renewed, maybe even leading to a breakthrough. On Friday, June 20th, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi is set to meet with some of Europe's top diplomats in Geneva. Picture this: French, British, German, and EU leaders all in one room, trying to convince Iran to roll back its nuclear ambitions. Now, the context here is important. President Trump has made it crystal clear he's not going to let Iran get a nuclear weapon, period. The White House is drawing a hard line: no uranium enrichment for Iran. And according to Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, Iran is in a weak and vulnerable spot right now, especially after those Israeli strikes. The message is blunt: make a deal or face grave consequences. So, what's Iran's position? Well, according to US officials, Iran is closer than ever to having a nuclear weapon. The White House claims Iran already has all the necessary components and, if the Supreme Leader gives the green light, could build a bomb in just a couple of weeks. That's not just a problem for Israel. It's an existential threat for the US and the whole world. But here's where things get really tense. The US hasn't ruled out military action. President Trump says he'll decide in the next 2 weeks whether to get America directly involved, depending on how these negotiations go. The clock is ticking, and every move counts. Europe is stepping up too. France, Britain, and Germany are pooling their negotiating experience, hoping to secure what they call a lasting rollback of Iran's nuclear and missile programs. But let's be real, this is a race against time. Just yesterday, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with the UK's David Lammy. They both agreed, whatever happens, Iran cannot be allowed to acquire a nuclear weapon. It's not just about politics, it's about global security. So, where does this leave us? On one side, Iran is under immense pressure. On the other, the US and its allies are laying down red lines and warning about the consequences. Everyone's looking for a diplomatic solution, but no one's ruling out tougher measures if talks break down. Honestly, we're at a turning point. In the next few weeks, the decisions made in those Geneva meeting rooms could shape the future of the Middle East, and maybe even the world. So will Iran blink? Will diplomacy win out over conflict? Or are we heading towards something much more dangerous? Stay tuned. This story is just getting started.